My name's Antonio Porter.
And at what age did you start working?
Started working, I was probably 13 years old.
And what was your first job?
My first job, I was delivering newspapers in my neighborhood. Uh, After that, first probably, 15 true job working at Six Flags in Largo.
What do you do now?
I work for a small government contractor up in Lowell, Maryland, small company called Afia. I'm a production specialist.
And what kind of car did you purchase from Easterns?
I purchased a 2013 Volkswagen Passat.
Why did you choose Easterns Automotive Group?
I chose Easterns Automotive because I've lived in this area all of my life, and I've just always been familiar with the commercials, with the jingle and the song. So when it was time for me to shop for a new car, I knew I would at least check Easterns out.
Can you describe your experience with us?
My experience, I would say, was very genuine, and that was one of the biggest things that I appreciated from the moment I came into the door. And my dealer, I guess would be the correct word for it, met me right there with a warm smile and shook my hand, and we just started to have conversations, and I didn't feel like it was necessarily him trying to sell to me, but authentically trying to understand what I needed and where I was coming from, and then worked his best to help me achieve it.
And what do you think makes Easterns different?
I think what makes Easterns different would probably be that same thing, that authenticity and being rooted in this community, at least from what I know. I've lived in Prince George's County all my life, and probably just as long, or at least as long as I can remember, I've been seeing Eastern Motors commercials. Even on this trip we are now, there's probably 10 other car locations and 10 different auto dealers, but I absolutely would check out Easterns first just because I have that feeling that it's rooted here.
And what does your job as your credit mean to you?
Your job is your credit. What that means to me, quite basically, is I'm a young man still starting off. Have a pretty good job, but still looking to work harder and attain new things. And I know within that, and getting out of school, because everybody has a bit of student debt and those kind of things. I was certainly worried about my credit. I'm kind of at that age, always checking Credit Karma. I'm like one of those kids in the commercials. You want to move out, get all this stuff right. So I was very skeptic about what I would actually be able to get in terms of a car. But like I said, that slogan, it always rang true for me. And when I thought of it, I instantly started thinking of Easterns. I said, well, if anywhere will help me out, because I certainly have worked and had a long-standing job. So that's why I came to Easterns instantly.
How many cars have you or your family purchased from us?
I've only purchased one car from Eastern Motors, and that's the car I just got, but I love it.
And why did you need a new vehicle?
I needed a new vehicle because I actually have my first child on the way. My son will be coming in another month in August, and more or less I had an old car, like an old 1989 Cadillac. It was lovely, it was classic, that was my baby, but I needed something from this decade that the airbags work and all that kind of stuff. So just trying to get ready and build things up for my soon-to-be family.
Do we break into the negative stereotypes associated with a used car dealership?
Yeah, I would say so. And you all definitely broke some of the negative stereotypes associated with being a used car dealership. Like I said earlier, still kind of starting these type of processes. This is the first car I've ever bought, so I was definitely skeptic about going through the whole process. I was worried about coming to a used car dealership, but again, that just genuine sense of authenticity that I got as soon as I entered the building kind of put all those stereotypes to rest.
Do you like our jingle?
I love the jingle. Just like I said, at Easterns Motors, your job is your credit. I've never forgotten it. I don't think most people in our area or anybody that's seen it ever will. And yeah, that jingle's what got me in the door, and I'm happy for it.
And what is your favorite Easterns commercial?
My favorite Easterns commercial? There's just been so many that I honestly couldn't pick out one. But another reason I did come to Easterns is I really appreciate that sense of the home team and the hometown. Seeing the Redskins and the Capitals and the Wizards on those commercials is another huge reason I came in. So I guess you could say any DC sports commercial.
Do you feel like Eastern's a part of your community?
Yeah, I feel like Easterns is a part of my community. Again, because in probably every other commercial I saw, it was a Washington Wizard or Washington Redskin on the commercial, as well as, like I said, I grew up in Prince George's County all my life, and I've seen the 3 different Easterns automotive locations in this area growing up all of my life. So,
Have you recommended us to friends and family, or would you?
have I recommended you all to friends and family? Absolutely. I told my mother, because she's looking to purchase a car soon, I told her that she should absolutely stop by here and check you all out. And an uncle of mine also brought you all up and mentioned you all. And I would continue to recommend you all.
And why did you want to share your experience with us today?
I wanted to share my experience for other people that might be in that similar situation, that might be this is your first time purchasing a new car, or you might have worries about your credit, just so that you could possibly relate and know genuinely that you should come down to Eastern Motors, give them a chance and hear what they can have to say. Hear what they have to say. They'll definitely listen to you and work with you to try to get you on a ride.